All right, guys, we got some of my buddies are over here. This is Chad's truck. But this is gonna be a weekend of working on the first gen. I don't know. It's gonna be nice, but we got it pulled out, and whew, this is her good side. I don't know if you guys are getting these hood stack vibes right now, but I am for sure. But today I've been trying to make deals happen. Keep the first gen in the background here so it's entertaining. I had found the driver door and passenger fender that I need, because this one's obviously screwed and I don't have a driver door, and can't get anybody to reply. They replied a couple times and then they didn't reply all day. So I've been trying to make deals happen, been trying to buy stuff, but that's like the moral of the story for people on Marketplace. I cannot get anything bought, and it is driving me crazy. But hopefully this weekend I will get both of those panels bought. Got it also another secret. I got some welds that I've found that I'm gonna go pick up, so that's gonna be neat. But yeah, right now I'm looking for my sanding pad so I can sand this bed, because I cannot find my sanding pad anywhere. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what we're doing this weekend. And yeah, we're gonna try and get this thing in the primer. If I can find all my body panels, this whole truck should be in primer by the end of the weekend. So tag along, stay tuned. This is gonna be a good one. Be ready. It's you got hood stack vibes. It's happening. Meep says it's happening. All right, let's get after it. All right, guys, so sometime later, and we are we are working on the first gen. We had it outside, got a lot of it sanded. Me and Andy sanded bedsides, and I also got our little, I don't know, dent removal tool, and kind of worked on a couple small areas that are going to require less Bondo now. I got out the welder, I filled some holes on the bed rails, and a bunch of small stuff like that. And then Logan slapped on some Bondo on the parts that we're going to need it. So everywhere where I welded on the fender, he went ahead and coated that. And then some of the small spots on the bed, we went ahead and did the full top of the rail so it would be good and smooth. This was the main part, and you can still kind of see the, I don't know, it looks kind of like a S or something there. That it's probably going to take more, but the bed is going to overall use way less Bondo than anything else on the truck. It was about the best part. There's a couple really small ones here and there, right there. And then the bigger one was right here. But I worked some of that out right here, so we didn't have to use much, but right here I couldn't get it due to the inside was, I don't know, it was in the way. But also, Logan brought these tires because they were free 99 from the shop, and they're gonna go on the new welds that we got. And Guthrie, Chad, and Evan just up and left and went and picked those up. So they got there at like, I don't know, 9 and picked them up, and they were headed back, so they'll be here around midnight. We will get a clip of those for you. They said they seem fairly wide. They're still, all I'm kind of hoping for is a 10 wide. If they're anything less, oh well. It's on 6s right now, so it'll be better than that. But we're gonna go ahead and start block sanding this thing and get this Bondo knocked down, and probably have to lay a little bit more on some of those bad spots. But yeah, it ought to come along nice. I might put you up on time lapse for anything cool that happens, but watching block sanding is no fun, so we'll see you after that. That'll work. All right, guys, so Chad showed up with the wheels, and went to go put them on. They don't go on. So we do believe the guy said he bought them and they come off an OBS Ford. So it was a 97 and up truck, I'm sure. So these are 8x170, which is no big deal to me. Besides, I don't get to mount them, which I'm sad about, but this truck at all times has 2-inch spacers on it, so I'll just get 2-inch adapters for them. But we texted the dude and told him it was no big deal. We weren't mad at him or anything, because I got him for a good deal. And he says, oh, well, darn, I've got some 17s that are for sure 8x6.5, because they were on my, like, I don't know, cat eye Duramax or something. So they're 8x6.5. And I'm like, you have 17s? What? And then he talks about these other sets of welds that he has that's in 16s or something. They're 8x170. So right now we're trying to con this guy into sending us pictures of these 17s, and thinking about just clearing house, buying them all, because these got for a really good deal. Definitely happy with them. I guess I haven't showed you guys yet that much. These are actually a really rare set of wheels. They are, they're only 9s unfortunately, but they're 20x9 Weld T54s. So these are basically like, oh, and I did a little hand polish spot, cleaned up really good. But these are kind of the, I don't know, the actual racing wheels for the truck stuff. So like Weld makes car racing wheels, and they kind of resemble them a little bit, but these are their truck racing wheels. Giselle, quit fucking barking. But that's what these are. They're not very common at all. We need center caps, but you can see we got Weld USA, and it's on the billet part too, but these will get an acid wash and a polish and clean up nice, but they would not mount up, so that was kind of a bummer. But as the evening goes, we will let you know what this guy says on these 17s and figure out what they are, because if they're another set of these in a 17x10 or 12, we're going to be making a 3-hour trip back to Oklahoma and snagging those up. And these could go on a 3rd gen outside, so that'd be pretty neat. But to keep you up on the truck here, we've got a lot of it sanded, got new Bondo put on some spots, and it's like 1, so we'll be calling it a night here shortly, I'm sure, and get back after it again tomorrow, and hopefully have some more wheel updates here. But I'm super excited to get these things cleaned up and polished and ready to go on some tires and get some adapters, because we need those. So yeah, pretty pumped about them. We'll see what this amounts to, I guess. Alright guys, figured I'd show you. I got one wheel polished, and boy does it look good. These things clean up so nice, it makes me like them even more. So I wasn't super convinced at first, and I was like, man, these actually look like something that's supposed to be on something that goes pretty fast. But there's the back sides. They have a very crisp finish. They're like that from the factory. And the back sides of these are better than a lot of the finishes I've seen on new forged wheels, which are where we get our jokes most of the time. But turned out really nice. I'm anxious to mount one up on the 1st gen, but they, like we said, they ended up being 8x170, so can't mount them until I get adapters. The other ones are sitting over here, all acid washed and everything. But me and Andy have been sanding on the truck. Right now we took a break to eat and let some Bondo dry so we could go ahead and sand on that. But we've made a lot of progress, got a lot of spots finished up. The back side of the cab right there, Andy got all that fixed up. And we should finally be on like the last round here. It was a little low at the very end, so we went ahead and filled both of those a lot. And then once we take it down, it ought to be ready. Fixed a couple spots along the edge of the rail, and kind of down here on the corner we had a little ding, as well as over here. It looks like the bumper got pushed up into it a little bit, but it ended up working out after I beat it out with the hammer and dolly. And then you can see, fix that little guy right there. And there was a couple small ones that I found. This thing will focus. I've been working on this. Once this bottom edge comes down, it ought to be good. And then we're waiting on that one. That one was the worst one so far, so it's coming along. We've been finding out more information about welds throughout the evening as well, so I think the same guy that I bought these from has a set for the OBS, so he had some 6-lug welds, and I think we'll be snagging those up this weekend. Hopefully some more weld trips, more fun stuff to come. But we are sanding on this thing because I would like to keep making progress on it, and I got a detail done today, so it all ended up working out. Got some extra time to mess with this, and tomorrow I've got some finals, so I'll be busy with finals for most of the day, and then I'll probably come back out here and work on this thing. But I'll let you guys know where we get to tonight. Hopefully get a lot of this stuff wrapped up. Alright guys, so slight update, and yes, I'm out of breath, but this sanding stuff, standing up, I don't know why, but it's hard work. So all this stuff we got taken down. There's that spot, as you guys can see. I don't know, it kind of like flattens out right there. I don't know if it should be more rounded like the panel itself, but the dent is gone, so we're gonna see what it looks like with primer. If it looks bad, we'll skim it again and kind of see what the deal is. I got all these corners taken care of. They look good on both sides. I took down the couple spots over here. You guys saw this earlier. Got that taken down and it looks good. We got our bad spot right here taken down. As you can see the different layers of Bondo. This right here in the middle was the final layer. There's just a little bit. But we got that all sanded down and it looks good. And then our spot over here didn't end up even being that big. Or right there. But so the bed is done. I'm gonna skim the top real quick, but I mean the bed is literally the home stretch of the home stretch. We've got to reskim the top of the rails, but both sides are done, and the cab is done, and this fender is on its way to being done. So I'm gonna break out the Bondo, and we're gonna skim this. And I don't think this fender will need any more because it's looking pretty good. But yeah, I am very happy. She is basically gonna be ready to primer. I would say maybe after tonight, maybe. If tomorrow, well, not technically because I'll have to sand the tops of the rails, but besides that, she will be ready to primer. I'll probably have to hand sand some of this in here, at least scuff it real good on the inside, and then eventually we will take a wire wheel to the bottom of this floor, because I'm not going to fare too well with sandpaper. There's some stuff chipping off, paint chipping off. I'd rather take a wire wheel to the floor of it, and then this thing will get a bed liner here before long, I would assume. The inside of this rail came out real nice too, where there was holes there. But yeah, so I'm gonna break out the Bondo, skim the tops of these rails so they look nice and smooth after it's painted, because this will be very obvious. And yeah, we'll see. I'll keep updating you guys, see where we get. All right, so guys, we are closing out the night and we got some awesome progress done. Our fender is done, cab is done, our bed is 98% done. So we got this whole side done. We redid the bed rail and holy cow, is it slick. You guys can see where it filled in those spots. Gonna have a nice smooth bed rail and not a ripply one, not one that looks like it's been used. So we're good there, we're good down here. This is looking great. The only thing we got left is to sand this bed rail, and then we are done and we are ready to primer this bad boy. So after that, I'm gonna finish this bed rail tomorrow, probably, I don't know, morning or so. Get that door up on some, I don't know, I don't even know, I can't even think of the word right now, but we're gonna get that door out and get it up and finish that door, so we will have a door ready and it'll be ready to primer. And then all I need to do is I have sourced a door in town, local, which is awesome, but I'm just waiting on the guy to give me the go-ahead to come get it. If not, I will probably just offer my assistance and go get it, because it'll take me 10 minutes to get that door. And then all we'll need is a fender up there. So basically, we're gonna be ready to primer. And honestly, we could probably lay some base coat this weekend. It sounds crazy, but I really do think that it would be doable, because basically after it's primered, all we gotta do is start sanding the primer. And sanding primer takes way less time than sanding Bondo, and I will 100% like stand by that, because sanding this stuff takes forever. So hopefully we'll primer it and it all turn out good and we don't need to go over it any, and then we will go ahead and go over it all with 180, and then we'll primer it 220, primer it 320, and we will be ready to spray some base coat. But hopefully it goes down this weekend or sometime within the next couple weeks. Holy cow, I'm a mess. So this is what Bondo, sanding, and polishing all in one day does to you. But it's worth the work. I am so happy with how this thing's turning out, and gonna see it all in primer. It's gonna be exciting. Then possibly seeing paint on it is just gonna be freaking awesome. So I can't wait. As you can hear, Andy's leaving in the I guess it's not the 05, but the common rail. But yeah, I'm happy. So this time we're actually gonna get out of here. This is gonna be the end of the video. So you guys need to be ready for tomorrow. Gonna keep filming. It's coming along. So it's finally coming along. So we're gonna get on out of here. So until next time on the Old School Crew, we will see you guys later. Keep kicking it old school, and we will see you guys very soon. Peace out.